if we're going to do this again, then like we need to go somewhere else. And in that time, I had joined some Facebook groups and support groups that my on-call nurse had encouraged me to join for support, because it was a lot more mentally and emotionally taxing than I thought it was going to be to go through IVF even before the miscarriages. And if you're going to go through it, then I like really suggest like you need a strong support system. Go to therapy if you're comfortable with it. Join groups of people that are also going through it and can talk to you about their experience while they're experiencing it with you, because it can help. And then something in one of those groups was posted about my doctor. So I looked into what was posted. It was some stuff that, some legal trouble that he was in, and allegedly, and just things that a doctor, a female doctor, IVF doctor, should not be doing. And it made me feel really uncomfortable and really violated that was the doctor that I was seeing. And it was even more confirmation, like, we need to go to a different clinic. I need a different doctor. And because of my husband's job with traveling, we looked into different places that would be best for where we might be traveling for my husband's job. And we found the doctor that we ended up using. And that's also moving doctors, and I have a heart condition, so I had to see a cardiologist along with it. That's when we were able to find out that I have antiphospholipid syndrome, and the whole process of that IVF clinic was so much better, and the transfer was successful. I couldn't have kids there, so since we were out of state, my husband, my son and I, like, that was it. I didn't have childcare for him. So a lot of the appointments was just me. My husband would sit in the parking lot with my son. He wasn't allowed to go in at that clinic. And yeah, the transfer was successful. We had the baby. I had to do Lovenox shots through my whole pregnancy to make sure I didn't get a blood clot. And I got to use my OB doctor. Will say the way that I felt on the IVF medication was horrible. The way I felt throughout my pregnancy was not great. There was a lot that went into it that I wasn't expecting. And if anyone has any questions, like, you can definitely ask me, because I'll just be upfront and honest, because I think going through that, you need all the information you can get. And with it being 2025, I think that it should be a lot more advanced than it is. And yeah, when people ask me about it, I say it's one of the worst things I've ever went through, but because of it, I got one of the best things in my entire life out of it. So I wouldn't change it, and I would do it all over again to have the baby that we have. I'm going to do more videos talking about my pregnancy experience, and because that's a whole story in itself. And yeah, I'm after having the baby too, because a lot more unfortunately continued to happen. So if you're interested, I'll be posting more of those videos. Thanks for watching.